Hey everyone, I'm James Judge and welcome to 11th Street. So this was a really special design project for me because when I saw the curb appeal of the house, I absolutely loved it. It's so special, really unique, and has so much charm. But as you walked in the front door, you didn't have much more charm. The one thing you did have was this amazing fireplace, and it totally stole the show for this house. The architecture of it, the archway, everything about this fireplace was really unique, but that's absolutely where it stopped, and the rest of the home didn't really have the same character or charm that it deserved. So when looking at this, I used this as the inspiration for the house. I really wanted to focus on the archways and apply them elsewhere within the home. Now, this space did have some other special elements with these original windows, which we did in a two-tone to enhance the frames. We also brought in curtains to really take it up to full height to really enhance the windows, the sight lines, and bring this space together. I brought in furniture in here, of course, to really set the space and make it feel comfortable and special. But as we look around, you're gonna see one of those archways. So this was a really important detail, of course, because it ties in perfectly to the fireplace. And it brings in a lot of warmth and opens the space nicely, but in a period appropriate way. However, before we go that direction, let's take a peek over here into the first bedroom. So historically, it was pretty common that they would put a bedroom right off the living room. Now this space has a lot of windows, so I focused much more on styling it to enhance the space. One designer tip is anytime that you have a bed that needs to go in front of the windows, use a see-through headboard. This way, it still establishes the bed, but you're able to look beyond it. You know, I absolutely hate putting a bed in front of a window, but sometimes, especially in a space like this, you have no other option. So just make sure that you're choosing the right headboard to actually fit the space. Now, there's a really charming bathroom attached to this bedroom, and we were able to save the original tub, but enhanced the space with new tile that goes from floor to ceiling, and really enhanced the area by painting the trim work and bringing in some fun color details as well. Now, one detail I do want to highlight specifically is the door hardware of this home. Now, that was something that was super special with the crystal glass knobs and the original details. So we focused on maintaining that for all the doors throughout because it brings in so much character and so much more design. But let's check out my favorite space. Welcome to the kitchen. So before, this space was completely closed off. You had a small doorway where you entered, and you can actually see right here, this is where the stove used to be. So like most kitchens of this period, they were closed off. Nobody wanted to see them. An interesting fact too is, oftentimes when these homes were built, they used to change the flooring in the kitchen versus the public areas because this wood was less desirable, it was also less expensive. So since nobody was gonna see it, they put it in the kitchens. Now before, this had some old laminate layers of flooring over the top of it. That was taken off, they were sanded down, and so now, although you have two different types of wood, they're both original to the home, so it's a really cool story. This space was incredible because the stove was able to be relocated to the opposite side of the room. It's actually the original stove that came in the house, and so it was a really important detail to save it and use it within the redesign. Focusing on this wall first, of course the sink was here, there was no dishwasher. New cabinetry was brought in with quartz countertops to actually bring this space together and extend the counter space. Now, taking the cabinets up to the ceiling also made a big impact, and we really focused on adding a very visual and graphic designer tile. Now, this brings in such a beautiful element to the space and really brings in a lot of color and a lot of shapes that complement the style and design for the rest of the house. Now, one fun peekaboo moment right here is this laundry door. So you've probably seen me do this before, but before, this was just a solid panel door just like the rest of the house. And instead, I recommended that they come in and actually cut this panel out, replace it with glass, add a frosted film to it, and believe it or not, this is a sticker from Amazon. And so we had the sticker applied to the door, and now it becomes this really special detail. Obviously, it's communicating that this is the laundry, and it opens up perfectly to the backyard as well. So before, this would have been just a closed off dark space. It was actually being used as a pantry, and laundry was elsewhere in the home. We'll get back to that a little bit later, but as a result, the laundry was able to be relocated here. It makes so much sense and really brings in a ton of natural light. So, reusing this original stove was a really important detail in the overall design for this kitchen. But also, at the same point, it was important to coordinate additional appliances. So, this retro refrigerator was sourced in order to complement the design and bring this together, to really make sure that we were staying true to the original style and period of the home while still enhancing it and elevating the style for today. This custom island was made by the owner to bring it in, and it actually acts much more like a kitchen table. I really think that anytime that you can bring a custom island into the space, it makes a big visual impact and really makes the space feel so special. As we go through it, you'll notice that navy blue has definitely been a key color in this house. Not only do we see it outside with the awnings and the door, but we brought it inside, painting all the interior doors and the island the same colors as well. But here we go with another archway. So again, that fireplace, totally the inspiration. And now from the kitchen, you have incredible sight lines looking all the way through to the living room, and incredible sight lines looking this way into the dining room. Neither of these archways were here, so we were able to bring them in and add them and really do an open concept space, but within a period style programmed house. So once upon a time, this likely was a bedroom for the home, but as the house was expanded, this became an interior space. Therefore, we focused on actually converting it into the dining room. Being that's right off the kitchen, it's a beautiful sight line and really connects perfectly with the rest of the space. As a result, this space was added on sometime in the home's history. Now, technically, this is a guest bedroom. You've got a window, you've got a closet, but being that this is placed off the new dining room space, I wanted to add glass French doors that opened out to it, so in that way this can really be treated much more like a den or family room space. Now this has the only new window in the house, and so to make it connect with the rest of them, we actually painted these shutters a dark black color to match. It brings in a little bit more drama, adds a lot more visual interest, and as a result, you really have a really cozy space to be used as a den, to be used as an office, or if needed, to be used as a third bedroom. I also recommended that we bring in some wall paneling in here to add some nice visual detail and create contrast within the space. So now you have a really great additional living space that can also act as a bedroom as well. However, one of the most challenging spaces of this house to design is right down these steps. So once again, we have another addition to this house, and it's a completely different level. So before, this area used to be the laundry, a bathroom, an office, a storage space. It didn't have any identity and it had no functionality. So I really focused on giving it identity. Realizing that we had all this plumbing here, I knew that there'd be a great opportunity to focus on making this into the primary suite. We had enough space here to actually create the bedroom, building in a closet, and then opening up this wall once again with another archway, the total inspiration that came originally from the fireplace. And it did such an amazing job to create a beautiful sightline into this new primary suite. Plus, with the laundry being relocated to a more appropriate location in the home, as a result, we were really able to design an incredible ensuite bathroom. You've got a fantastic zero-entry walk-in shower, utilizing the same tile that we've seen elsewhere in the home within the other bathroom and the kitchen. Fantastic vanity and a private toilet space. Altogether, this home is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and just over 1,000 square feet. So it has a really small footprint, but such a huge design. And it was amazing to be able to kind of come through this house and focus on enhancing the elements that were here, and frankly creating new elements and character that really could bring the home together and give it the style and design it deserved. Make sure that you like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you get notified each time that we upload. And if you have any questions, enter them here in the comments below.